I'm dedicated to both the idea and the ideal of, insofar as it's humanly possible, to be an honest broker of information. That's how I see myself. That's what I've dedicated my life to doing, what I'm trying to do. Others will have to judge how well or how poorly I've done it over the span of a career, and how well or poorly I've done it on any individual story. Now, no one can do it perfectly. There's no human that every moment, every day, on every story, that you can put all your personal opinions, your personal feelings, your personal prejudices aside. But in my school of journalism, the way you judge a reporter is how hard that person tries and how well they succeed over a period of time in being an honest broker of information.
Governor Wallace is now walking away from the door, apparently capitulating now in his battle against the United States government to prevent 2 Negro students from entering the previously all-white University of Alabama.
The question is the most difficult times. Probably during the civil rights coverage, and our coverage of Dr. Martin Luther King, where I was the point reporter for well over 2 years.
Standing up for the freedom of my people. God has spoken to me.
Martin Luther King is among those who has vowed not to let the voter registration movement in Leesburg and the rest of South Georgia fail.
I'm the product of a segregated society. I grew up in Texas, which is not Alabama or Mississippi or South Carolina, but when I was coming up, we had separate schools, we had separate eating facilities. There was institutionalized racism in Texas, and that I grew up in that environment. I'm taken from that environment on the Texas coast. I grew up around Wharton on the outskirts of Houston, and suddenly transported into this world in which the racism, both institutionalized and personal in the communities, was at a level that I'd never known before. I'd never seen a Klan rally in Texas. A very scary, really frightening experience. I had never seen people who were willing to beat and turn fire hoses and dogs on children, among others, before. And it was as difficult as anything I've done. I don't want to over-dramatize this, but the question is, what's the most difficult time? It was very difficult to say, okay, no matter how you feel about this, the rage within yourself, for example, when someone bombs and kills children solely because of the color of their skin in their Sunday school. Now, as a human, I was outraged. This is unbelievable. This is unacceptable in the United States of America. But as a reporter, you have to push that down as deep as you can, push it aside, say, I'm here to be an honest broker of information. I'm going to give people the facts. I'm going to show them pictures insofar as we have them, and people need to make up their own minds. I had no doubt that overwhelmingly most Americans would be as repulsed as I was personally by it. But my job was not to lead them to that conclusion. It was to give them the facts, give them the photographs that they needed to make up their own minds.